Hey guys, so welcome to another episode of Mommy Wellness Club. So actually this is a recap. I thought I should do like a recap to look back on some of the mummies that I've had on this platform, moms who've come to share so much knowledge and their experiences, their stories, because as I said in my intro a month ago, I think that, you know what, this is a space to learn. This is a space where we are growing and we're sharing stories and experiences, and I'm also on a path of learning. Okay, so let's start off with Kiamokhetsu. So Kiamokhetsu came on here and she shared about her birthing story, and I love her vulnerability, how open she was. I remember she said something like, you never get back to your normal self after giving birth. However, you need to learn to embrace the changes that come along with being a mom. Let's hear what she had to say.
You still need to pay attention to your psychological well-being. Like it's something that you need to constantly work on. You know, it doesn't automatically fix itself or go back to how it used to be, or normalize, if I should say. It's something that you need to be intentional about and like work towards, you know.
So Kiam has also mentioned that while she was giving birth, they had to use assisted delivery. She mentioned the vacuum.
So the vacuum, I actually don't know how it looks. I just saw his hand going like this. And I'm like, whoa.
Like you saw it went. And that time you were awake, girl. Like
oh my word.
Open, you see everything that's happening. Did you later go and find out what?
No, I still don't want to look how it, I don't want to know how it looks.
Okay. So I went on to go check what that instrument is actually called. So it is assisted delivery, aka instrumental delivery. I also got to sit down and speak to Itumelon Sikupedi, who opened up about her life. You know, we got to see a glimpse of her mom, you know, her mom's resilience and tenacity. One of the things that Itu mentioned was how her mom had to make a decision to keep the machines on.
Coming from a mom myself, I'm just like, if that was my child, you know, I could have easily have said, no, don't switch off the machines, but I would have probably have said, yes, switch off the machine so that my child can now have peace. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, I see.
Because we're not that godly for us to know and project what the future might look like, you know. So I think in that moment, it spoke a lot of things to me. For me, it says resilience.
Resilience, yes.
You know, it says a strong, powerful woman who has no clue what's happening, but is just like, I'm willing to fight for my child.
So that was really, really inspiring in so many ways. And I see where Itumeleng gets her strength and her resilience and her indomitable spirit from.
The best moments of our lives were when we had little to nothing, and those are the moments that the kids remember, when you are there and you're present, and you're not there saying, oh, let's go shopping, or let's go do this, let's go do that, da, da, da. Yes, those things are nice, but kids just want your time.
So I sat down with Makhawo, and she's a mental wellness coach. I remember her breaking it down to us what mental wellness is and what it looks like for us as moms.
Motherhood is always looked at as this phenomenon that has been happening since the dawn of time, right? And it's almost like, also, why are you then having a difficult time? You know, like it's women have always done this for centuries, for years and years and years and years. So why are you any different? Right? And I think that's where the stigma then comes in, to sort of say, but I can't speak out, I can't vocalize, I can't ever say anything, right? Because I need to be okay.
Makhawo shared so many nuggets in that conversation. I remember a number of things. So the first one was self-awareness, how we as moms need to be aware of our mental health. And I like how she broke it down in terms of the practical ways we can take care of ourselves. Let's go hear what she had to say.
When we try to be all things and everything to our children, to our, families, and we don't give ourselves time, then the level of overwhelm is only just going to get more and more, and it'll build over time. So if it means you finding 10 minutes in your day where you are not going to be with your toddler or anybody else, and you put your phone away, and then you just maybe go for a walk outside, or like you are even in your bedroom somewhere, and just give yourself that little bit of time to just check in with yourself when you're not thinking about what are we having for dinner, who's doing what, where do I need to be, and all of that. Just give yourself time.
Then I got to sit down with Takalani Cairo, who is a gospel songwriter and singer. Cairo shared a lot about raising her kids in the Christian faith, about how she's teaching them the Christian foundation now as they're still young.
We've got our own little routines that help me to pound the gospel into them from a young age. Okay. So literally, there are days when I come back from work and I'm so tired, I just want to nap and I just want to fall asleep, and they will come and say, "Mommy, we didn't pray."
Is it? So they already know.
They already know.
You've already laid the foundation.
Yes. For me, those are the best moments, because I'm like, okay, I'm doing something right.
And she went on to share about being part of a powerful testimony that took place. And from that conversation, I felt that my faith was stirred up.
She's like, "I'm so sorry. I'm sure you heard the commotion. We're dealing with the baby." I'm like, "Doctor, tell me, was that baby dead?" Then she's like, "The baby came in cold and blue. That child came in cold and blue." I'm like, "Oh, so where is she now?" She's like, "No, we take you to ICU. She's alive."
Wow. Come, my darling. Hey. Hello, my son. And then I got to sit with Tsogofatso Molekwa, who's a mom, a pastor, she's an orator, she wears so many hats. I was really interested in how she gets time to do all that she does, and I loved how she gave an analogy of glass balls and rubber balls, and how she prioritizes things based on that.
For me, what I decide to compromise on depends on the analogy of glass balls and rubber balls. Because I know if I drop a rubber ball, it's going to bounce back no matter what. It might be in a week, in a month, in a year, but it's going to bounce back. But a glass ball, on the other hand, once you drop it, it's shattered. You can never recover the pieces completely. So I prioritize what's important based on that analogy. I decide, okay, so if I focus on this for now, does this mean that what I'm dropping can bounce back, or do I need to leave this so that I can focus on this?
And the daily affirmations that she does with her kids, which are so powerful and so important, and they shape kids. And I learned that, and I remember to do it for these two over here.
So yes, I do these affirmations with them, and I, and it's as simple as: I am beautiful, I am smart, I'm anointed, and I'm godly.
Can we do that?
Let's.
Yeah, okay.
I am beautiful.
I'm beautiful.
I am smart.
I'm smart.
I'm anointed. And I'm godly. 100%. Yay. And they might not understand it now. Those words might be too difficult for them to understand. But as they grow up and they, come to terms with understanding what that means, they will know that, and they will remember that, Mama always taught us this.
Then I got to sit down and speak to Heartwarming Palaitsile about gentle and healthy parenting. How we are parenting in a modern way versus how we grew up under traditional parenting, and some of the things that we as moms have to unlearn and allow for healing to take place.
But I think for me, I've learned that healing is quite messy. Healing for me has meant having to confront a lot of the things that I've been running away from, that I've just detailed to you, because for the longest time, I haven't really talked about my experience with abuse as a child. I always sort of put it away because I always saw that child me as this broken person that I just wanted to be away from. And healing has meant bringing that child, that inner child forward and saying, I accept you and I want you to know that it's okay now. There's no need for you to be scared anymore. You're okay. And you can do better.
How also mentioned the importance of nurturing the bond that she has with her kids, and how important it is to raise boys that are connected with themselves.
And that's really what it is. You don't have to be friends with your children, but there needs to be some kind of connection and relationship, and it also is helpful for them. Because what I lacked in childhood are one of the most important, how can I put it, emotional needs for children, which are belonging, connectedness, and acceptance. And when you form a bond with your child, those three things make such a big impact in their development and growth, especially to become emotionally resilient. They don't become kids like me who grow up looking for validation, acceptance, belonging all over the place, where they could potentially find it in the most horrible spaces because there's nobody else there to guide them.
That's it from the recap. I've had such an amazing time sitting down with all of these moms who've opened their hearts up to share their experiences and their journeys on motherhood. And if you want more of these conversations, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Subscribe. I really do appreciate it. You know, it means so much to me when you subscribe. It means that the conversations that I have here on this platform are the kind of conversations that you want to hear. So thank you so much. I will see you next time, and thank you for joining me and my little ones.